Who is better, LeBron James or Michael Jordan? Today we're going to break down both these superstars and we're going to really decide based upon the facts, not emotion, who is the greatest basketball player ever, Michael Jordan or LeBron James? I cannot wait to share this with you guys today. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Who is Better Bro channel, where today we're debating who is better, Michael Jordan or LeBron James, guys. We're going to look at several different factors in judging these two, and as always, it's the goal of this channel to not judge with emotion and to judge off of facts and statistics and those kinds of things, guys. So we're going to look at several different factors today, which will kind of maybe open up your mind a bit to some different things and way of viewing things, guys, rather than just thinking about it as emotion, which a lot of times in sports, a lot of people just think about emotion. I like to actually break it down and see where everybody's at. Now, first off, we must acknowledge that Michael Jordan is considered by most people the greatest basketball player ever in history, which means he's the greatest at his position of all time, which he plays shooting guard, right? LeBron James is not known as the greatest basketball player ever, but he is known as the greatest small forward ever. So we must acknowledge that we have two guys we're debating today that are both in the top 5 ever in history, because we got the greatest small forward ever, we got the greatest shooting guard ever, guys. There's 5 players on an NBA basketball court that play on a team, guys. So that's absolutely amazing, the things they accomplished in their career. So let's go ahead and get into this, guys. Leave it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Leave me a comment on if you think Jordan's better or you think LeBron's better. I would love to hear from you guys. So let's get into this. So number one factor I take into account when judging guys like this is the amount of MVPs. Why does MVP trump everything? Well, for me, MVP means so much more than anything else. It even means more than a championship. Because guess what? There's only one player every year that gets to win the MVP, the most valuable player in the entire league. A championship, that's won by 13 players. So there's 13 guys on that team. And sometimes not even a top 5 players on the team that wins a championship, guys. Let's acknowledge that. Sometimes there's great players on the team, but they're not even like an MVP candidate. So sometimes MVP candidates can play on teams that just aren't that great all around them. They might not have the general manager, the coach, and all those kinds of things, guys. So that's why I judge so heavy on MVPs. Jordan won 5 MVPs. Absolutely amazing. LeBron won 4 MVPs. Absolutely amazing. Now, obviously, with debating these two, LeBron's career is ongoing. So we might have to come back to this one in a couple of years and revisit all this information we're getting today, because LeBron's career is ongoing. He's got at least a few more years left in his prime, and then he should have several years after that where he's maybe not a great player anymore, but he's at least a good player because father time catches up with us all, right? So 5 MVPs for Jordan, 4 MVPs for LeBron. Factor number 2 to take into account, championships. This one, Jordan kills LeBron on. Jordan won 6 championships. Absolutely phenomenal. LeBron won 3 championships so far. He's won 3 championships. So Jordan's up 2 times as many championship trophies as LeBron. So that's something to acknowledge. Number 3, finals appearances. Michael Jordan, he played in 6. He won all 6. LeBron has played in 7, so this one LeBron actually wins this category, believe it or not. LeBron's already played in 7 NBA Finals. Absolutely amazing to make it to be the best in his conference 7 times already in his career. That's unbelievable, guys. Number 4 factor to take into account, NBA All-Star teams they made. Jordan made 14. LeBron has made 13. By the way, I think LeBron's played exactly 13 years, so he's made All-Star team every single year he's ever played. But needless to say, he'll probably pass Jordan at some point in time. But for right now, Jordan has the edge in that category. Number 5 factor to take into account, all NBA first team. For me, all NBA first team actually means more than all-star appearances, because this means you're one of the 5 best players. You're the best at your position, basically, in the NBA. So Jordan made all NBA first team 10 times. LeBron has made it 10 times as well. So both of them have made it 10 times. Absolutely amazing. They've been at the best at their position in the NBA 10 different seasons, both of them. Absolutely phenomenal. Number 6 factor we're taking into account here, guys, all NBA first team. So, and this is first team defense we're speaking about now. So let me clarify that. All NBA first team defense. Defense is it's really important to judge that, guys. I mean, offense is one part of the game, absolutely, but when you're playing basketball, guess what? The other side of the ball is just as important when you're playing on defense to prevent the other team from scoring. So that's where it differs from a lot of other sports where maybe you only play offense. So all NBA defense, Jordan really has LeBron beat here. Jordan, 9 times was all NBA first team defense. Absolutely amazing. 9 seasons. He was the best defender in the league at his position. LeBron, 5 times, which is incredible to make it 5 times. But he still got killed by Jordan in defensive, prowess there, guys. Number 7, Olympic gold medals. Jordan won 2, LeBron won 2. Both have done absolutely incredible. LeBron actually has a bronze medal, too, from back in 2004 when he had just come in the NBA and whatnot. The Olympic team blew that year, so they got a bronze medal. And I know that's kind of sad that in America we judge a bronze medal as you blow, but we're expected to win gold every single year in basketball. So anything less than gold, and it's like, don't even give us the medal. So some factors to take into account here, guys. And these can be judged a few different ways, these factors. These are not points anymore. They're just factors to take into account when judging these two. Random factors. Jordan won championships with Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson is regarded as probably the greatest coach of all time, guys. He's won 11 NBA titles, 6 with the Bulls, 5 with the Lakers. So he's won with multiple teams. He's, like I said, he's regarded, if he's not the best NBA coach of all time, he's one of the best NBA coaches of all time. And Jordan had the privilege of being coached all his seasons, that he won championships by Phil Jackson. So I think that's something important to take into account when judging Michael Jordan. And you can't just say Michael Jordan made Phil Jackson, because Phil Jackson had success also with Kobe Bryant. So it's not like, you can just say, oh, it's all because of Jordan is why he was successful. So it's kind of like what came first, the chicken or the egg. It's kind of like that debate we have with Tom Brady currently. But Bill Belichick, he's never done anything successful as far as head coaching outside of the Patriots. But let's not even talk about that subject. That's a subject for another day. LeBron James, however, he's won championships with multiple coaches, guys. Eric Spoelstra, he won multiple championships with that coach in Miami. Eric Spoelstra had done nothing as a head coach before LeBron James. And since LeBron's left Miami, he hasn't really done so much. He certainly hasn't been back to the NBA Finals, so maybe they can get to the playoffs this year or something, maybe not. So Eric Spoelstra, the jury's out on him if he's even a good coach, or maybe LeBron and Dwayne Wade, maybe they just made him a good coach for those years, guys. So that's something to factor in. LeBron won a championship last year with Tyronn Lue, who's done nothing as a coach ever before LeBron James. We'll see someday when LeBron leaves Cleveland, retires, or whatever. We'll see if Tyronn Lue's a good coach or not. Maybe he's not. Who knows? We'll see about that, guys. So that's something to factor in. Something else to factor in is Jordan won all his championships with one team. One team. He played with the Bulls. He played with the Wizards at the end of his career, but he obviously didn't win any championships there. He won all of his championships with the Chicago Bulls. LeBron's won championships already in his career with 2 teams. Now, some people will look at that as a negative for LeBron and say, you left Cleveland, you should have stayed there, you should have kept trying to build the team, which they had really crap team at that time. It was probably, if I was in his shoes, I would have left too and said, get the hell out of here, man. This team is garbage around me. He was carrying the team on his back. But needless to say, some people will say, you went to Miami, you joined Dwayne Wade, who was already a proven champion, was already one of the top 3, top 5 best players in the league at that point in time. And then you brought in Chris Bosh, who hadn't really done much in his career as far as making the playoffs and, obviously didn't go to the finals or anything, but he was certainly a really good player. Brought him in. Some people look at it as a negative. Some people look at LeBron as a positive, where he actually went to 2 different teams and proved he could win outside of just winning in Cleveland or outside of just winning in Miami, those kinds of things, guys. So that's up for judgment for you. But for me, I have to say Michael Jordan's better than LeBron James without question at this point in time. LeBron runs up a couple other championships, maybe an MVP or 2 more, and we might have to revisit the subject, and maybe things are a little bit different. But as of right now, I have to say Jordan. He's got 1 more MVP, which MVPs, like I told you, I grade those super high. He's got 3 more championships. That's huge. He's got 4 more NBA all-defensive teams than LeBron right now. So judging these two, I got to go with Jordan. I've got to go with Jordan for right now, based upon the facts, the statistics, and all those kinds of things. But it's very realistic that LeBron could pass Jordan as the greatest NBA player. It is, but he's got to still win some more championships. He's got to win at least 1 or 2 more MVPs. He does that, and I don't see how you couldn't say he's better than Jordan at that point in time, guys. So we'll see what happens over the coming years. We'll see if LeBron does pass him, and maybe I'll have to do a whole new video in a couple of years from now. But we'll see. For right now, Jordan's king of kings, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is the first episode ever on this channel. And if you love debating sports, you love talking sports, you love these type of videos, you may want to subscribe, guys. Thank you so much for joining, guys, and have a great day.